Hey audio everyone, Lost Leader here. We're back in action for more vlog attraction, I should say. But it's not exactly the same type of vlog because I am starting the Christmas season again. And with that happening, I want to mention a few little experiences of my customer service here. And just generally speaking, things that I do there. This is more of a, like, this is my job and this is what I do type of vlog than it is anything else. And I will say this much: I worked retail for approximately 4 to 5 to 6 years. I don't know when's the what, but I've worked at Walmart before. I worked at Toys R Us before. I work at a new place that happens to have a pharmacy, and that's all I will say about that. Mainly because if I mention anything else in particular, there's a possibility that they could go search me out and whatnot. So please do not ask where the heck I work. That is pretty much the only clue I'll give you. Aside from that, I will say I do certain things at work to test customers, because there's been a thing that passed over in California, and basically you have to pay 10 cents to get a bag, or 15 cents if you're at a grocery store, or somewhere around there. I don't know the price differences between everybody, but for my job, it's 10 cents. And I do not ask for bags anymore. I do not ask the customers for a bag because it is, technically speaking, upsell. And two, oh boy, oh boo, it is a test of character. I will tell you this much: I have met so many people out there that I know I'm never going to like in real life because they got so upset because I did not, quote unquote, ask them for a bag. Because, quote unquote, asking for a bag is actually an upsell, and therefore I'm charging you 10 cents. This is a tax. This is something that you have to pay for. You may not agree with me on this, but this is my standard and what I uphold. And frankly, it has not affected my job in any way, shape, or form. There are people that have been upset with me about this, but frankly, they probably are just very angry people to begin with. It's not hard to charge your car 10 cents. It's not hard to just give me 10 cents from your thing. I take that into account when they're like, oh, I forgot to ask for a bag, or like, can I have a bag? Like, okay, it's 10 cents. There you go, right there. But it's one of those things where you see someone going like, oh, this person's really nice, and then they treat the service staff really terrible. It's a really, really great moment to see a customer just generally get so upset at you because you did not ask them for a bag, because they're too stupid enough to realize they need a bag. And it's just like, hey, you have all these things, you didn't ask for a bag, that's on you. It's not my job anymore. The bags are no longer free. It's not my job to ask you. It literally isn't. You're just carrying over a condition that does not actually exist anymore. It's an upsell now. That's how I treat it. That's how it's going to go. By and large, I understand there's people out there that may not treat it this way wholeheartedly. There probably might be people in the comments below going like, hey, this isn't how customer service works, bada 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 bo. Frankly, those types of people have never worked in customer service, as far as I could tell, because they do not understand how difficult it actually is to ask each and every individual person a question in particular. Not to mention that I have done this for a few people that I know are stupid enough not to actually get a bag, and they did not get a bag. And it pissed me off, just legitimately, because, like, they're mostly older people that don't understand what the hell they're doing, and it makes so upsetting things. And then there's people out there that are like, can I do this? Can I do that? And I try to save them as much money as possible, but they seem to think that my store is out to get them. And I'm just like, you're a stupid ass. I just want to save you freaking $10. You have a purchase in which, if you get the membership, you will save $10. Do you not understand this? I am trying to help you save money. Give me a phone number. I did not ask you for your phone number. I asked for a phone number. You could give me a fake name. I don't care. I'm cool about it, bro. Seriously. And yet these people out here get upset to me personally, about their 10 cents bag that they didn't get charged for. I'm like, buddy, there are problems in your life that you should rearrange and readdress here. By and large, though, I will say the worst customers out there the absolute positive worst customers out there now, with this new arranged situation, is cigarette people. Seriously, they are the worst. And if you smoke cigarettes and you get upset, you get genuinely mad that someone asks you for your ID, you should die. Okay, maybe not that, but legit, you need a reality check, man. You need a straight up reality check, because I am asking for an ID. That is it. I need to scan the ID. It is a policy that my company has. It is a policy that many companies have in particular now. And this is in California. Look, if you don't want someone scanning your ID, that's fine. Go buy cigarettes somewhere else. You have that option. I do not. I cannot sell you cigarettes elsewhere. Just go away. I don't care about your service. This is the way that it's been done. Understand, I am one person. I am not the company. Blame the company, not me. And you know what someone actually did? Someone actually got so mad when I said, can I get your ID? They're like, oh, really? And then they just put it out. Like, here's my ID. Like, I need you to take it out. Come on! Flips the cigarette thing over, and it like twirls about and lands square in the center between the two cigarette places that I have right there. And I just said, have a nice day. He left in a huff and puff, and I just bursted laughing. It was just so great. Oh my God. This person here, he has so many problems, so many situational problems. They're just like, legit, dude. Legit. This is what you're mad about. Out of all the things in the world, this is it. This is the one that was a fridge too far for you. And you had to say, come on. You had to get so frustrated about that situation. My guy, you go anywhere else. You go anywhere else. There you go. They won't bother you. I'll bother you. It is company policy. I'll be mean to you about it. Because frankly, if you do not have the decency to apply to my company standards and whatnot, then frankly, I'm not going to bother. It's not worth losing my job over your stupid little, it's too hard to take the card out. I don't care. I'll take the card out for you. You have to ask. These are things that you have to do. If it's so hard for you, I will take it out. If they say, it's too hard, you have to take it out. I'm like, all right, cool. It's my job. I have to do it. It's fine. They are the ones that have the thing that I need to take out. I need to scan it, all this and that. That's it. That's all it comes down to. And guess what? If you don't want your ID scanned, bring a passport, because then we just have to enter in manually. Anyway, so it's just like, get out of your system. Get the hell out. I'm going to tell you right now, this company does not work for the government. The government works for this company. Like, please and thank you. We have freaking Verizon, AT&T, and all these other such, having these companies actually get paid on their tax returns or pay zero on the tax returns. And you want to come up in here and go like, they're working for the government. The government knows all this and that. And like, no, not at all. This is a company policy thing. Get the hell out. It's so infuriating. And you have this on top of a bunch of other things that the customers do and everything like that. Because there's just general customer stuff that people get mad about and do all these things about. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. But these are my ways of testing customers. These are the ways that I see a customer and go like, this is a person I'll never want to hang out with. I hope they go away forever. And frankly, it's worked so far, honestly. And I'm going to be legitimately honest with you. I may have lost like probably 2 or 3 customers through my methods, but frankly, I've gained more people that like me. I've literally had someone buy food for me, because the way that I do my things. Because I'll admit, I'm a butt when it comes to all these situations where just like, I could lose my job if I don't do this exact thing. But at the same time, I also do the whole entire no upsell bag thing. And I understand it completely. If they want a bag, I just go, do you want a bag? Because they'll ask sometimes. They'll be like, hey, you didn't ask for a bag. Then I just go, do you want a bag? Like, what else can I do about that? I can't do anything else. And I even lead on now with a new question, so I don't have to upsell them. I just say to them, is that all there is? Or is that it? I say that. I lead as a question, as if they could contemplate for a second that like, hey, you know what a minute? I actually do need a bag. Go ahead. That's not upselling to me. That is just showing a customer that they have time to think about what they're doing. And there's plenty of smarties out there have actually factually done that. They've actually taken a moment to look at all the things they have as I do this gesture, this specific gesture of going, these are all your things. Are you sure you want to just go this way? Because some of them are like, wait a minute, I need to buy a bag. Or no, I already have a bag. And some people out there, legitimately enough, have taken like a cart's worth of things and they just put it back in their cart and they go into their car, or they'll have like a handful of things that they carry and they will put it all down and they will not need a bag. So people out there that saying like, you should know, common sense will dictate that they need a bag because of this and that. No, you can't question any of these customers. There have been so many customers out there in my life that have asked for a bag, one singular bag, because they want to put an envelope in it with a card. You know how wasteful that is? How insanely wasteful that has been? And that number has dropped down to a 99 percentile for me with these people that have those bags into the envelope thing. There's still some people that will want to get a bag for their envelope. They are so rare and they are so in between. But you cannot tell me that this law does not work, because it does. It has significantly dropped my bag percentile from, let's say, 90% of people wanted a bag when it was completely free, and I've always asked them for a bag. And then it's dropped down to probably 40 to 50% of people that actually want a bag, quote unquote. And when I say want a bag, I really just mean they either have a bag with them or they do plan to buy a bag. That is it. It's in both those categories. And I would say about roughly 20% of those people in particular. So we're taking down to like 30% of people that actually buy bags. And the other 20% having their own bag. So it's really confusing to me when people go like, oh, this bag law is really not working. I got like a whole bunch of bags at home. Like, no, that's just really just showing how much wasteful you are. You literally just told me that. You just told me straight up, you are a wasteful person and you have no consciousness for nature. So yeah, really terrible on your part. You're kind of a bad person for doing that. I'm going to be honest here. But by no means are they as bad of a person in comparison to a company, because the company is and always will be more wasteful than you by at least 90%, at a general least. It's really hard to beat companies in terms of wastefulness. There's tons of times where I threw out so much candy that it was expired, and it hurts my heart because it's a bag full. And we're not talking one of those small bags that you buy. I'm talking a garbage bag full of things that you buy and whatnot. And it's insane to me how much this company is wasteful and how much so many other companies are wasteful. Because it's not just this one, it's all of them. All of them are this wasteful. So don't even like get me started on that situation. But by all means, this is not me trying to badmouth the company as me trying to go like, hey, customers, you are a problem too, by the way. This is just kind of me venting because, hey, it's holiday season. I need this. This is emotional therapy for me, okay? Straight up, I need this. Regardless of that fact, regardless of all these things, I've had plenty of customers that I liked. I have plenty of customers that I'm so happy that I cashiered for, simply because I saved them a bunch of money. I do a bunch of little things to help my customers save money, and that is by and large my goal. I'm not someone that cares so much that if you say this was this price, and I'm not going to test you like half the time. Half the time I'm dead tired. I'm like, okay, fine, it's that price that you said it was. If it's under $5, you're good to go. Handy tip, everybody. You can say something is under $5 holiday season, and the companies will most likely give that to you. Unless it's like very, very special. Nope, they will give it to you. Pretty much. I would not try this at specialty stores like GameStop or Best Buy because they're a specialty store. But if it's like Target, Walmart, things like that, they'll be like, you know what, that sounds about right. Whatever, I don't care. I'm not going to worry about this. They've usually been told, hey, go ahead and just give them $5 off. If it's anything above $5, they have to seek approval and they have to go do this and that. But as a general thing, if you want to save money, that's the way to do it. I'm not going to lie, that's legitimately it. Handy dandy tip. You can also do plenty of price matching and whatnot aside from the holiday sale. It's really weird how holidays how holiday sales work in terms of things. Anytime not in the holiday sale, you could price compare pretty much any company anywhere, as long as it's not a specialty store. And even then, Best Buy does it, so it's kind of weird. But my point being, there's plenty of times that you could actually go out and save and whatnot if you know company policies well enough. And for the most part, I will say to you, you could pretty much return anything anywhere. I'm not going to lie here. You really could. There's plenty of times where people have brought me things that I'm not sure they got there. They said they had no receipt. And I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll just return it. It's not that big of a deal. It's under like $10 or something. Meh. Like, what can I do to prove you wrong? I can't, really. There's plenty of people that do illegal stuff with that, I'm sure. I'm not trying to say, hey, there's things that you get away with. I'm just saying, hey, if you don't have your receipt, don't worry so much about it. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all here. If you have your receipt, good, you probably could still return it, especially if the receipt is like expired or over 30 days, something like that. Most people don't mind it so much, and they'll go ahead and return anything. And I do mean like anything aside from like food. I would say food is like one thing that you can't really return unless you literally just bought it. So don't go like, hey, I can return this milk. People said that I could on the internet. Like, no, you're being stupid. Milk is final sale all times. Every place is final sale. That thing expires right quick. So don't even, like, it's not even worth your time. Not to mention that milk is really bad for you. If you're an adult, it's bad for you. Don't drink milk. If you like the taste, good for you. I'm not going to bother you. But, yeah, don't drink milk. It's a weird thing. Regardless, these are all little things I have to vent about because holiday season is upon us. And this is just a friendly reminder to all of you, please be nice to the people that cashier for you, the people that work on holidays, and everything else in between, because I have to work quite a few amount of days this particular week, and then we should be done, quote, quote, with the horrible stuff. We're not really, but, kind of. It's not going to be a good week for me. This right here, therapy for me, just feels good. Feels nice to get out of, because for a large part of it, I've always been dealing with people being mad at me, being generally not fine with the way that I do things, and I get that. Some of the things that I do, not exactly the best things around. Sometimes I've generally failed a customer, and it makes me sad if that ever does happen. Or if they're just a douche, then I don't care. Whatever. You learn to just have things roll off your back. It's legitimately just how it goes, because you work in customer service. You wish you had the freedom of speech to say anything you want with any repercussions, but you do not. You work in customer service. And for some reason, people out there don't seem to understand that freedom of speech does not mean freedom of repercussions. And if you worked any kind of customer service, you would understand that immediately. So, yeah, there's some other things there to unpack as well. But for now, I would suggest that if you ever do get a job in customer service, it be retail, because fast food is even worse. I will say that much right now. There's a reason why I never worked fast food. They do not treat you like a human. That's pretty much the biggest reason that I wouldn't do that. And I'm not saying that in the sense that I think they're lesser. I just think they're treated shittier. That's just really what it comes down to. You ever see a hangry person? They think more irrationally than a customer that generally comes into your store and literally just shuts off their brain. So there's that. Really is. Maybe I'll do this little venting thing again. I don't know. Frankly, this is just a little kind of a one-time deal because it is holiday season, and I always need to do this from holiday season, just kind of vent about everything, so I could be my cheery self. Welcome, everybody, to the store that you're in. I hope you find everything that you need. No. People got customer service voices. That's what they do. And they get tired. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, thank you all for hearing my rant and enjoying the time here. This has been another vlog. Although this hasn't been quite an update over certain things, I do have updates over certain things, and I also don't. So I will figure those out in particular, and I'll get back to you then. Until then, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a jolly holly Christmas, a Merry Kwanzaa, and a Happy New Hanukkah. So hopefully the new year is going to be such a good year, because woo-wee, 2018 flew by with such a weird taste in my mouth. I will say that much. So yeah, till next time, everybody. Sayonara. Bye-bye. wonder if they can still hear me. Oh, it's still on.